Hey, 大家好，我是石老师. For today's lesson, we are going to learn some characters that relate to grass, as well as the grass character itself. And after that, we'll learn our colors, or at least the main colors. So, our first character today, 草, 草, meaning grass. First, the shape of the character. Notice at the bottom, we see 早, meaning early or morning. And on top, we see the actual radical grass. Now, the pronunciation of this character is the same, at least in the beginning, as the character for follow or from. 从, c, like at the end of ants, c. So again, 草, 草. Our next character, the character for T, is pronounced cha, 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 like different, but with a rising tone. Cha. Our next character in this set, cai, means vegetables or food. Cai. Cai. And again, notice the grass radical in all of these characters. Cai. Our next character in this set is the character for apple, pronounced ping, 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 apple. Now, if we take the cao, the grass radical, off, we have the base character of ping, which means level or even. Same pronunciation. Ping, ping. Now, our next set of characters are not related by appearance or construction, but actually related by meaning. So the first character we have here, this ba-looking thing with the hook on top, this is the character for color, just the concept of color. It's pronounced sa, sa, sa. Now our next character is our first color. This is pronounced huang, and it means yellow. Huang, huang, huang. Next we have hong, red. Hong, hong. Lü, green. Lü, lü, lü. Next, lan, blue. Lan, lan. And lastly, hey, black. Hey, hey. Now we have three additional characters we're going to learn. The first of which being yu, meaning fish. Yu. And note we have a hook on top, a field, and then an E underneath. Yu, fish. Next we have xian. Now this means fresh. I don't have a good reason as to why it means fresh. What you have here is a fish and a goat next to each other, but it does mean fresh. Xian, xian. And lastly, we have the character chang, chang, meaning often or frequently or regular. It has a few different meanings based on the context it's in. Chang. That's all for our characters. Today we are going to learn words that are a combination of color characters and other common characters. These will make regular phrases. So our first, 颜色. 颜色. This means color, the literal word for color. So note, we will never say, I like the sa of that thing. We will say, I like that thing's 颜色. Now our next, 白菜. 白菜. White vegetables or Chinese cabbage. 白菜. 绿茶. 绿茶. Green tea. Green tea. 绿茶. 红包. 红包, literally the red package or the red envelope. In China, around Chunjie, or the Spring Festival, it is common for people to gift these red envelopes to family members and friends. Inside is usually money, and this is a way of wishing somebody a prosperous year. 红包. Our next character word is 天黑了. 天黑了. Literally, sky black了. This is how we say it has become black outside or it's dark now. We say sky black 了. 天黑了. 黄河. 黄河. Yellow river. The yellow river. 黄河. 蓝天. 蓝天. Blue sky. 蓝天. Now our next three do not relate to color at all. We first have 苹果. 苹果. Literally the apple fruit. This makes apple. 苹果. 平常. 平常. This means usually, ordinarily, commonly, anything having to do with like a regularness in schedule or as a time phrase. We'll talk more about this in our grammar section. Lastly, 新鲜. 新鲜. So literally new, fresh. This is an adjective for freshness. Usually it will refer to meat or food of other kind, but it can also be used to refer to air or certain colors. 新鲜. That is all for our words. For today's grammar lesson, we are going to talk about the phrase 平常 and how it can be used in a sentence. It has two functional roles, the first being as a time phrase, the second being as an adjective. So 平常 can serve as a time phrase. What this means is that it will go at the beginning of our sentence with our other time phrases. Now there's a little bit of trickiness with how this works. First of all, 平常 is smaller than most time phrases. For instance, this year, or my whole life, or even sometimes this month. However, it will always be larger than smaller time phrases like the time of day, how many days in a week, anything of that scale. So you have to think, what does 平常 mean? Well, ordinarily or usually. So it should be placed where it makes sense relative to the other scales of time. Some examples. 我平常3点开始工作. 我平常3点开始工作. So I usually or ordinarily start work at 3 o'clock. So I normally, regularly, usually, 3 o'clock, start work. Notice again, 3点 is a smaller time than 平常, so it will come after. Another example. 他今天吃饭没有平常那么多. 他今天吃饭没有平常那么多. First, take note that the something 没有 something and then an adjective is happening here. So we have a comparison between two things. Now the meaning of this is his today or him today eating food is not as much as usual. Not as much as usual. The things that the A and B that we're comparing here are time phrases, 今天 and 平常. But what we're talking about is 今天吃饭 and 平常吃饭. Note the 吃饭 on 平常 is omitted here. We can assume we're talking about 吃饭 because we said it in the first part. One more time. 他今天吃饭没有平常那么多. Today his eating, or the amount that he eats, is less than usual. Now, 平常 has another usage, and that is to serve as an adjective. Its usage is pretty straightforward. Typically, you just want to take it, add it to like a 很 or some other intensifier, and put it at the end of whatever it is you're talking about. Here's some examples. 我们 吃鲜肉很平常。我们吃鲜肉很平常。So for us, or us eating fresh meat is a regular thing. Us eating fresh meat is a regular occurrence. And that's all this really does. We just throw 很平常 onto the end of a sentence, and it'll kind of create the sense of, this is a regular thing. At least where it makes sense to do that. So one more time. 我们吃鲜肉很平常. For us, eating meat or fresh meat is a regular thing or a regular occurrence. Another example. 我写字这么好看不平常。我写字这么好看不平常。I write characters this good looking, not normal, not usually. So in this case, what we're saying is normally or usually I do not write characters this well, or like when I write characters, it's usually not this good looking. 不平常, so not usual. This is not a usual thing. 我写字这么好看不平常. I normally don't write characters this well or that look this good. So really, 平常 is a pretty straightforward word to use. It'll either serve as a time phrase at the beginning of your sentence, or in certain scenarios, you can throw it onto the end of 很 and put it at the end of a sentence. Now, if you want more understanding of how to use 常, this piece meaning frequent or often, there is a really good example set on Canvas with some more common pairing words that 常 makes. 大家, that's all we have for today. I hope this has been enlightening, and I hope you enjoyed learning your colors. I expect to hear those in class. For now, that's all we have. 大家, as always, 加油!